Hello people who are in quest of infinity. Welcome to Infinity Heist. In 1920s, the German mathematician David Hilbert devised a famous thought experiment to show us just how hard it is to wrap our mind around the concept of infinity. Imagine a hotel with an infinite number of rooms and a very hard-working night manager. One night, the infinite hotel is completely full, totally booked up with an infinite number of guests. A man walks into the hotel and asks for a room. Rather than turning him down, the night manager decides to make room for him. How? It's easy. He asks the guest in room number 1 to move to room number 2, and guest in room number 2 to move to room number 3, and so on. Every guest moves from room number n to room number n plus 1. Since there are an infinite number of rooms, there is a new room for each existing guest. This level room number 1 opens for new customer. The process can be repeated for any infinite number of new guests. If, say, a tour bus unloads 40 new people looking for rooms, then every existing guest just moves from room number n to the room number n plus 40, thus opening up the first 40 rooms. But now an infinite large bus with a countable infinite number of passengers pulls up to rent rooms. Countably infinite is the key. Now the infinite bus of infinite passengers perplexes the night manager, but he realizes there's a scope. He asks the guest in room number 1 to move to room number 2. He then asks the guest in room number 2 to move to room number 4, the guest in room number 3 to move to room number 6, and so on. Each current guest moves from room number n to the room number 2n, filling up only in the finite even numbers room. By doing this, he has now emptied all of the infinite many odd numbers room, which are then taken by the people filling off the infinite bus. Everyone happy, and the hotel's business is booming more and more. Well, actually, it is booming exactly the same amount as ever, banking an infinite number of dollars a night. Well, surprised about the increasable hotel, people pour in from far and wide. One night, the unthinkable happens. The night manager looks outside and sees an infinite line of infinite large buses, each with a countably infinite number of passengers. What can he do? If he cannot find rooms for them, the hotel will be lost out on an infinite amount of money, and he will surely lose his job. Luckily, he remembers that around year 300 BC, Euclid proved that there is an infinite quantity of prime numbers. So to accomplish finding infinite beds for infinite buses of infinite varied travelers, the night manager assigns every current guest to the first prime number 2, raised to the power of the current room number. So the current occupant of room number 7 goes to room number 2 to the raised power 7, that is 128. The night manager then takes the people on the first of the infinite room and assigns them to the seat number to the next prime of 3, raised to the power of their seat number on the bus. So the person in seat number 7 on the first bus goes to the room number 3 raised to power 7, or room number 2187. This continues for all of the first bus. The passenger on the second bus are assigned power of the next prime, that is 5. The following bus powers of 7. Each bus follows power of 11, power of 13, power of 17, and Azan. Since each of these numbers only has 1 and the natural numbers power of their prime number base as factors, there are no overlapping room numbers. All the bus's passengers fan out into the rooms using unique room assignment schemes based on the unique prime numbers. In this way, the night manager can accommodate every passenger on every bus. Although there will be many rooms that go unfilled, like room number 6, since 6 is not a power of any prime number. Luckily, his bosses were not so much good in maths, so his job is safe. The night manager, stranger and only possible because while the Infinite Hotel is currently logistic nightmare, so only deals with the lowest level of infinity. Many the countable infinity of the natural numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. George Control called this level of infinity as ELF 0. We use natural numbers for the room numbers as well as the seat numbers on the buses. If we were dealing with the higher order of infinity, such as that of real numbers, the structured strategies would not longer be possible, as we have no way to systematically include every number. The real number Infinite Hotel has negative numbers rooms in the basement, factorial rooms, so that the guy in room 1 by 2, he has less room than the guy in room number 1. Square root of rooms like room number pi and radical of 2, where the guests expect 3. What self-respecting night manager would ever want to be infinite salary? Over a habitual Infinite Hotel, where there's new vacancies and always room for the more. This is actually Infinite Hotel paradox. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.